folks, thanks for joining me today. So in today's tutorial, we're going to be using a Mad River rock, and it's just a small little rock, and I'm going to paint a tiger cub, and he's going to look like he's eating the rock as if it's a blanket. So I know it kind of sounds silly, but trust me, it turns out absolutely amazing. And it was so fun, so simple, so easy. Like, you got to try it. It is so much fun. So I begin by just sketching on with my General's charcoal pencil, and then I begin with white paint. So the reason why I'm doing with the white paint is because when this stone is resined, it's going to be dark. So in order to test that, all you need to do is wet a spot with water, and that will tell you what the rock is going to look like when it's resined without the shine. So it'll give you the idea as to how dark it's going to be. So I've already done that with this rock, and I know that it's going to be dark. So I really want the tiger to stand out. So that's why I'm using white as my base first. And a lot of the white will be shown in behind. So it gives it a little bit of a, like a glow almost. So, and I do outline everything in black as well so that it has that cute little cartoony kind of look. Um, but he's adorable, and I'm really, really happy with it. So, just to let you know that he will be up in my Etsy shop later today. I will also be posting a few other things to go into my Etsy shop. So, if you're interested to know what exactly is going in, you can either go to my Etsy shop or you can go over to my Facebook page, and I post there when I'm posting something new into my Etsy shop. So definitely go over, check that out. I do have some older stuff that is still in my shop, and I will be putting them on sale. So if you're interested, or if you have something in your cart or anything like that, um, I urge you to pay attention because it's going to go on sale. I need to get some of this stuff out of my shop and into your hands so that I can bring more tutorials and more um, rocks and things like that. I have so many ideas, and I've got so many things that are in different stages. I know I've said this in previous videos, but it's true. I just have so many things on the go right now. It's just been crazy. But anyways, so definitely head on over to the Etsy shop and head on over to my Facebook page. All of the links to these things are in the description below, as well as all of the colors that I used. So the brand name and the color itself does not necessarily mean that you need to use the same colors I do. Use what you have in your stash. And if you're really creative, make your own colors. I find sometimes making your own colors is so much more fun than just pouring something out of a bottle. So give that a try. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that, on how you can use just a few simple colors that you have in your stash to make all sorts of different colors. So maybe I'll do that. Let me know in the comments below if that's something you'd like to see, and I will definitely work on that for you as well. Just a little reminder too, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, make sure that you give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you get a notification every time I post something new. I'm back on track. I'm getting lots of videos out for everyone to enjoy, watch, try anything. Maybe you just like to watch me paint. Um, but I have lots of videos that are coming out, and I'm really excited about them. And I'm back on track. So I'm so happy about that as well. So as I've been yapping, you would have noticed me paint everything white. And like I said earlier, it's because I really want the colors to pop off the rock because I know the rock's going to be dark when I resin it. So that's why I did that. It's just a little tip. If you really want something to pop off of a darker background, paint your design white first as a base coat, and then you can really put in the details and you know that it's going to really show up against the dark background. So that's what I did here. I'm using my uh, blending brush that I got from Amazon. There is a link for all of my tools and things like that as well in the description below, so make sure you check that out. Um, but with this guy being a little tiger cub, I've got to make him orange. So I am using, I think it's called um, Cadmium Orange by DecoArt. And then the white and the black are also DecoArt. All the colors are listed in the description below. And I'm just sponging it on because I don't want any brush strokes to be seen. So I'm sponging it all over. These sponging brushes that I have, or blending brushes that I have, I did find on Amazon, and they come in 3 different sizes. So I find that the middle size is the one that I use the most, but I really like the little one as well. And these hold up much nicer than the sponges that I purchased from Michaels. You've seen me use those in the last couple of tutorials. They're not they're great for maybe 1 or 2 applications, and then after that they just get so watered down with the acrylic paint and then with cleaning them that the sponges actually come off. So if you just need to, like, you're okay with the disposable, that's the way to go. But these blending brushes that I'm using, plus I also have finger dabbers that I use, or daubers, or I don't know how you really pronounce it, but dabbers, whatever. They work as well and are very easy to clean up and are multiple use over and over and over again. I've had my set for over a year and I'm still using it. So that's just so you know, the longevity of them is well worth the money. I don't know what their value is now, but I do know when I bought them, they're relatively inexpensive, especially with the length of time that I'm getting out of them. They've paid for themselves. So, um, anyways, so I did a little bit of grays to put into, we'll call it the carpet, I guess, the rock carpet that this little tiger cub is chewing on. And now I'm putting on his paw pads and doing his nose. And I'm using um, a, a pink color that's kind of like a dull color. Um, let's see, it is Nectar Coral. So that's what I'm using to put his little paw pads on and his nose. And I also used the same color inside his ears. So I did outline it a bit with some black, and it I didn't let it dry. So make sure you let your stuff dry before you start painting because it'll blend and maybe in places you don't want it to. So that's what happened to me, and I had to go back in and fix his ear. So now I'm doing some outlining to really put some detail into this little kitty cat, and making his paw fingers there. And I got to put some nails in there to coordinate with the stretch parts, that those little lines there on the rock, the blanket there, the rock blanket. So yeah, so I do that. You will notice that his muzzle looks this way for now, but later on in the video I do change it, and it's almost magic that it changes because you don't see me do it. It just all of a sudden changes. So I do apologize for that, but I didn't like his muzzle being so straight, I suppose. So I really wanted to make it look like he's really grabbing onto this little rock blanket. So I did go in and changed it. But right now I'm just outlining everything, each individual toe on his paws. I even do like half circles around his paw pads, just to give it a dimensional look. Um, and I'm using my fine lining brush, which I made myself. If you're interested in that, I know I keep telling you to go to the description, but there is a ton of really good information down there that will help you out. And one of the links I have down there is to my tutorial on how to make your own fine lining brush. I also have one for making your own blending brush. So all of that good information is down below. So I urge you after the video to certainly check that out. So here I am just doing some details now on his face, and this is when I really decided that I didn't like his muzzle. After I outlined it, it just didn't look right. So I let it dry, and then I repainted it white and gave it a different design, I guess, or different look, and it looked way better. If I had have left it like that, I think it would have been okay, but I wanted to give him a smile. I don't know why, but the smile didn't work. I should have just left it alone, but I went and I fixed it. And that's the beauty of acrylic paint is you make a mistake, it's okay. You just let it dry and you go back and you paint over top of it. It's amazing. It's so forgiving and so easy to correct mistakes. That's why I love painting with the acrylic paint. It also dries fast, so you're not waiting like oil paint where it could take like months for it to dry. So that's why I really like using this medium as my tools of choice, I suppose, to get my creativity out onto a rock. So this is a Mad River rock. I think I mentioned that before, but I collect these when I go south in Ontario to visit my friends and my family. And obviously can't collect them now because we have a lot of snow. We just got a bunch in the last couple of days. So these rocks I collect in the summertime, and I wash them and get them prepared for paint, and I just have a stash of them. So whenever I run out of my homemade rocks that I use the Happy Dotting Company molds, I go to these guys, and they're so fun to paint on. They're not as smooth, they're not circular by any means, but they're still a lot of fun to be able to get your creations put down onto these little guys. So, and you can find big ones, small ones, round ones, flat ones. Um, Mother Nature provides so many different shapes and sizes of rocks to be able to paint on. So I urge you to go and see what you can find. And sometimes I have rocks that sit here. They're such an odd shape that I don't even know what to paint on them. And all of a sudden one day it comes to me. So I paint on it. This rock in particular, I knew I wanted to do something cute on it, but I didn't know what until it came to me. Actually, I got it in an email from Pinterest of things I might be interested in, and I thought that is the design for that rock. So I was really happy for that. Pinterest is a great place to go if you are in a, you know how writers have writer's block? Well, if you have painter's block or artistic block, go to Pinterest. There's tons and tons and tons of ideas that you can use, you can get inspiration from. You can, there's, I don't know, there's so many things you can get from Pinterest, and it's such a great outlet. So if you're not already on it, Pinterest, I urge you to go there because there's a ton of ideas. Um, so I've put on that little weird smirky mouth that I told you guys about, and I don't like it at all. I think it's horrible, and I will magically change it, and it'll look better. So I do like his little eyes, though. I thought that was cute that he was like showing that he was really gripping hard on this rock blanket, And now I'm just adding in all of these little stripes all over him to give him that tiger look like tigers have, all these black stripes everywhere. And he's just so cute. Let me know what you think of him. Um, I'd love to read your comments. Love to answer them as well. I do read them all when I do have an opportunity, and I try to answer them as soon as I can. Um, I'm just, oh, this guy is just so cute. My I have to say that my energy of creativity has been flowing so freely lately. I don't know if it's because we've been seeing more of the sun, if days are getting longer. I don't know what it is, but I'm telling you, this has been well needed for me, and I'm so happy to be back and back on track and getting all of these wonderful ideas put onto stone for you. And yeah, so I want to thank you as well for coming back and watching these videos and really keeping me inspired by keeping this stuff going for you guys. So I like to let my paint dry for 24 hours before I resin just to make sure that it's completely dry, especially on a natural stone because they can be very porous. So I let that dry, then I give it a coat of resin, sometimes two coats, and then it's ready. It's done. And remember, folks, life is what you make it. So get creative.